Good afternoon, guys. It's Friday, November the 3rd, and I'm coming at you with a live stream. Not my typical time that I do live streams, but that's all right. It's Friday, and I wanted to go live today to talk to you guys. Have some fun for sure, but also I'm going to break some stuff down for you right here today. So I think you might find this interesting, and we'll see what you have to say about it for sure. I'm just one guy here on YouTube in the community. I'm going to share you my thoughts right here. See what you guys have to think about it right here. You know, just about my rising above the noise that is happening in social media around the VV community, or, you know, maybe outside the community of people trying to affect the VV community, and all the information that you're getting right now. I'm going to break some stuff down of stuff we know, like what we know, what we don't know, you know, and my opinions about it for sure. So I'll get into that in just a second right here. But I just want to start out just by saying I've been watching everybody's content. Here's my point I want to start off right here with you guys. I want to make sure that you as a viewer and you as a community member and you as a person with an opinion, you know, share your opinions for sure, right? With, you know, everybody you can, right? You know, your voice is as valuable as anybody's voice, as valuable as mine, and as valuable as anybody else's. And you know that when the people you're talking to, you know, are listening to what you have to say, you know that those people show respect for you. You know those people, if they're listening to you, okay? If they're hearing you, they don't always have to agree. All right, it's not about that. It's about when people actually follow you on, say, socials, or listen to your opinion without cutting you off or insulting you and all that stuff, you know they actually respect you. You know they actually appreciate your opinion, and you can have a discussion with people like that. This goes obviously anywhere in the world. People you work with, people, you know, friends of yours, family, you know, just out there in the general public. If people actually listen to what you have to say, doesn't always mean they agree. But if they listen to what you have to say and they're willing to hear you, that is a key to know the kind of people you're dealing with, right? The kind of people you're dealing with, you know, the people you should be dealing with are the people who have respect for your opinion. Now, you guys can argue about stuff. You can argue about different viewpoints. And, you know, some of my best friends, we argue about stuff all the time. And it's great because, you know, I learn some new stuff. And sometimes I convince them. Sometimes we don't convince each other. Sometimes we're just, you know, we just argue and it's all good. We give our points across, but that's what I'm talking about. And thank you, Atomic, for that right there. I appreciate that super chat. And thanks, Free, for the new membership. I'll talk to you in just a second about my zombie rewards today. I really appreciate that, you guys. But my point here is that there are lots of people, not lots, actually. There's a small amount. Let me just rephrase that. There's a small amount of people who want you to listen to everything they have to say. And they don't want to hear what you have to say. All right? They don't care about your opinion. Okay? There's lots of people like that that are showing up now, you know, again, who just want to, you know, say whatever they're going to say. And if you have something in return to say, they don't want to hear it, you know? And when you do say something that actually like goes against what they think, it's literally verbal abuse and insults right now. Okay, I see a lot of these. I see you out there. I know none of them are in here because the people that I'm talking about, they won't come here to hear my point of view or your point of view. They'll just host spaces and stuff like that where they just want to crap on everything and don't want to hear what you have to say. Now, I personally, you know, I follow almost everybody. There's only a couple of people I blocked on, say, X because, you know, people have actually thrown like, you know, personal insults at me for no reason at all because they don't even know me. Just because I talk about comics or something, it doesn't matter. So I've only blocked a couple people, but I'll go into like, say, the so-called FUD spaces and I'll listen to what people have to say, you know, and, you know, because you want to hear all angles. You want to hear all sides. And you can respect people even if they have a difference of opinion. There are people, though, that won't come back the other direction. They won't come to this channel and watch my live stream about my points of view or listen to what you have to say if you're positive about the project, like, say, Vivi, for example. They don't want to hear that. And if they do, it's all insults. So these are the kind of people that you got to shut out of your existence, you guys. You can't be around these kind of people. Just take this life lesson from me. I'm of a bit of an older age. And these are the kind of people I don't want to be around in life as well. Like not just in this. We're just talking about comics and stuff, digital collectibles. These are the kind of people you don't want to be a part of, because if they don't respect your opinion, how can you do the same thing back? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk about this right here a little bit more, but I want to get into this rising above the noise right here aspect that's going on. So we are bombarded every day. Every day, if you're online, which most of us are, of course, and thank you for coming here, but we're bombarded every day with so much information, so much stuff comes out, so much crap, so much good things, bad things, so many opinions. We're just bombarded with it every day, and so it's your job to decipher like what you want to listen to and filter out the things that you think are valuable or not. And in this particular project of Vivi, that's good stuff and bad stuff. That's critical stuff and Moon Boy stuff, that's fun. And that's things that need to be fixed and things that need to be worked on and things that are going great. This is all this information, right? But there's noise there that is just filtering through now, once again, in the community. And it's not actually people who are in the community. It's people who are trying to affect the community. And so I'm going to challenge all of you guys to rise above that stuff, because that kind of stuff is just going to bring you down, and it's going to actually make you, not enjoy what it is you're doing. You have control over what you consume. Okay. You have control over what kind of messages you have sent your way. And you also have control about the kind of people you surround yourself with. And so I just want you to really ask yourself, is it worth it getting into it with certain people? Is it worth it, watching certain content that is just going to be bad, right? Like negative and all that kind of stuff. And when I say negative, I mean, without any kind of common sense put into it, just straight up garbage, right? And, there's a decent amount of that going on again right now. So I want to challenge you guys to rise above that. And then we can get to a place where we can actually have constructive, conversations. We can actually have improvements. We can actually have critical thinking. We can actually help each other decide what we're going to do, with this kind of stuff that's going on. If you want to go for drops, or if you want to invest in crypto or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So rising above the noise, what to focus on and what to remove and what's next. So I want to get to this. So let's just start with this right here. What we don't know, okay? What we don't know. And there's things we don't know about. And I'm going to talk specifically about Vivi right here, okay? Because, it's the platform I cover the most on this channel. Of course, I cover all the other platforms too, right? And there's things about those platforms we don't know and have questions about too. But Vivi's the flavor of the day at this moment. So what don't we know? Okay? Well, the Vivi verse. We don't know the end result of what that's supposed to be yet. And I'm not sure if the Vivi team fully knows that yet. I mean, everyone's talking about David Yu's interview, that he did right there, the AMA, and everyone's critical about the Vivi verse right now. I'm going to talk about the Vivi verse specifically and give you my thoughts about that in just a few minutes here. But we don't know the end result of what the Vivi verse is supposed to be. We hear things, we don't even know what it looks like unless you're inside. So obviously people are going to speculate like crazy. They're going to make assumptions and judgments, good or bad. And my take on it is just to sit back and wait and get with the information I have right now, and just wait for the information to come before I make any kind of judgments on it, because I can't. And that's why you don't see me making videos on this channel breaking down the Vivi verse, because I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what it's all about. I'm not in, so I can't do it. And even if you are in yet, you're not supposed to be talking about it, because they want beta testing. And then they have this little phase right here where people can test it out, fix some stuff. And the second wave is going to come in soon, right? The other thing we don't know is the grand plan for OMI. Some people think they know. Some people talk about that they know. Some people think there's no plan at all. But we don't really know the whole grand plan behind OMI. So I don't have millions and millions and millions of OMI because I don't really know what's going to happen with it. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to make decisions with the information that I actually have in front of me. Speculation and all this stuff is really fun, but it can also get you into a bit of trouble financially if you over leverage, of course. But we don't really know the full grand plan of OMI. We think we do. We've gotten little hints here and there about what they're going to do with it, and all this kind of stuff. But It's tough to know right now. We don't know that. We don't really know the full plan either of MCP, do we? We don't fully know that. We see how the points are calculating. We've heard reports about what they're going to do with it. We've got, we don't really fully know that whole thing either. Okay, so I'm covering this first, what we don't know, because this is important. This is important stuff, right? For sure. So what do you do? Okay, with these, because these are kind of the big ones right here that people are talking about, of course, right? There's other stuff as well, but I just wanted to put these ones up right here. So what do you do? So don't over speculate, you guys. Don't get over don't go too far into the speculation about what the VVverse should be or shouldn't be or whatever. Just go with what we're getting, the info we're getting. And some of the info we're getting is not clear. So that means you probably aren't going to make huge decisions about things until things get clearer. That is a simple way to do it, obviously, right? Once we start getting too far down the road of either good or bad, then things, you can't make proper decisions that way, right? So don't over speculate and focus on what you know. And that will help you, right? That will help you make decisions about what you're going to do and decide with your wallet, with your actual wallet, with your money of what you want to do. Do you want to go for more drops? Do you want to buy stuff that you think is going to be good in the VVverse, but you don't know because you're not in there yet? Just be smart about it and just go with the information that you know. Okay. It's very simple, guys. People don't have to overthink this too much. It's not that deep. We just, it's very simple. Okay. This is the way my mind works. Let me know what you think. So anyway, what do we know? Right? So what do we know? So we go to that. Well, the VVverse. Okay. Second wave, people are going to be added soon. We know that's going to happen. It's been talked about a lot. Okay. Dan and Dave, we're not getting the full picture from the two of them together side by side, but we know the second wave is coming. We know people are going to get entered in there, more beta testers for sure. And we know that phase 1 is your home. This is not news, you guys. We knew this already. People today acting like this is some breaking news about the VVverse. Oh no, there's all this new stuff and we thought this and we thought that. No, this is what it was going to be. We knew that the first phase of it is going to be an extension of our vault where we can build a whole bunch of really cool stuff. We have all the tools to do it. Everything looks a lot better in there. You can build and it's crazy. There is no live streaming videos yet. No big, spatial type parties, no metaverse type stuff yet. There's no racing. There's no gaming. We knew this already. And if people are acting today and yesterday like this is a big surprise, I mean, you haven't been paying attention because we already knew all of this. It's phase 1. So we know that everything is going to be scaled out as they go over time. We don't know when that's going to be, but we do know that this is just phase 1. We get us all in there. Really amazing looking vaults. And by the way, the people who are in there have nothing but amazing things to say about it. Right? So I can't judge it because I'm not inside of it. I'm not there. So we do know that this phase 1 is this your home space. David confirmed that again. And he talked about in there when they started the company, they didn't want to do they didn't know they're going to do a VVverse like at the same level as when Meta did their announcements, right? Like Facebook and all that. I mean, we already knew that too. None of this is news, you guys. I'm really surprised that people are really getting all ramped up about this David Yu interview because none of it is news, really. It's all stuff that we already knew, or just confirming stuff we didn't know and we still don't quite know. So maybe people are upset about that. But current beta testers are extremely bullish with the VVverse. They're in there. They're they can't talk about it, which, people are getting a bit frustrated. I can see they want to know more information. But why do you want to know more information? So you can continue to buy things that you think are going to be good in there. Just be patient. I'm in the physical collecting space. Sometimes the stuff I pay for and buy takes years to go up in value or not at all. So just concentrate on what you like to get, what you like to buy. Be a collector, You can't invest in the VVverse if you don't have all the information, which we don't. So just stick with what you know, right? So here's the next part right here. What else do we know? Well, we do know that the VV partnerships are strong and equal. We talked about Marvel already a lot in New York City. We know that that is super strong and equal. That is crazy. We do know we have a strong, committed community, a strong base that we need to grow from. We know that for sure. People are here all the time. Certain drops are selling out. That's the last part about what we know right here in this section. People are being a lot smarter with the drops. They're not going for everything. We know that, right? So that means you're not making money on every drop. You're not going after every drop thinking you can like flip and stuff. That's not what's happening. You have to be smart if you're going to play that game. So this is the stuff that we know. So that helps, frame some of the decisions you're making as well, right? VV drops. People are being smarter about it. They're not selling out. It doesn't mean that there aren't a lot of people here, because we got the numbers from VV Fox and all the other stuff like that. There are a lot of active wallets in October. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But people are being smart about what they want to go after in the drop system, which is what I've been asking for ever since the Eye of Agamotto. If you don't like the drop and you don't want the collectible, unless it's got scarce numbers and you're really looking to like hit the lottery, then you probably shouldn't go for it. And I think people are doing that now. So that's another thing that we know. So let's go on to the next part right here. What else do we know? I talked about at the very beginning of this, what we don't know, right? Here's some stuff we know as well. We know that VV's next event is going to be in France. We know that's going to be a big deal. There's a lot of people over there that, are going to go to that event. It's going to be great. There's going to be all sorts of stuff. We know that they're doing giveaways and stuff on Discord and socials. You know that they're interacting more that way. We know that their marketing is really ramped up. We've heard about ambassador programs now kind of like being worked on in the background. We know they're hiring more staff. We know that internally they're growing. We know that they're building. And like I said, we know that VVverse second wave is coming with invites. This is information that we do know, okay? Here are some big points for you. These are numbers. Over 23,000 active users and close to 700 new users in October. Now, the 23,000 active users, we know people have a couple of accounts and stuff like that, but it's not 2,000 like some people want you to believe. There's a lot more people here. People are just being smart about their drops. Okay, there's a lot more than you think. And the 700 new users, that falls actually almost exactly in line with my coverage of the New York City Comic Con when they were handing out those flyers. Couple hundred a day, 4 days. Makes sense, right? So we do know that October, the numbers were up really nicely in this bear market. We also know, if you jump down to the third point, that there's a crypto bull run that's starting. If you guys are outside of EV, Bitcoin and others are really starting to solidify. And you know what that means for like a lot of stuff, like a lot of collectibles and things in the digital space. There's potential for a lot of growth there, so that's happening in the background. And the digital collecting, down below, gaining ground, and VV is definitely the leader. We know that for sure, right? VV is the leader in the digital collecting space. We know that. There's no disputing that. There's no denying that. Okay, whether you think they're doing everything right or not, doesn't matter. They're the leader in the digital collecting space. There is no doubt. Okay, so one thing I wanted to say about the big point right here is about the VVverse right here. You see the second point I got right here? See this one right here? Okay. Listen to actual people who are in the VVverse if you want to know what it's like. They're not allowed to tell us or show us everything, but they're extremely bullish. All right? And it's not because they're moon boys. It's not because they're super light. They're supposed to be giving feedback. And there's a lot of critical people who got invited in there, and we have barely heard anything negative about it. It's supposed to be a great experience in there. People are spending 12 hours a day in there building and having a great time. It is going to be different once we get in. It's going to open a lot of people's eyes for sure. I'm not in there, so I'm not doing videos and critiquing the VVverse yet, saying if it's good or bad. You can't do it unless you go in. Now, we can only, don't over speculate. That's all. Okay. Now, here's some other big points I want to talk to you. And this is what I covered at the beginning of this video, if you're just tuning in. Toxic social media, you guys. This happens everywhere. This isn't just a VV thing. I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Okay, I'm in the 501st Legion with my trooper gear and the whole deal. Geeking out at conventions. When I went to New York City Comic Con, I went up and saw my Star Wars, my 501st Legion, brothers and sisters, and they greeted me and it was great. They were upstairs. In the Star Wars fandom, there's tons of toxic people. Toxic. Anything that comes out, immediate hate. Right? It's not just Vivi, it's everywhere. So you got to filter your toxic social media feed, you guys. Otherwise, it's just going to bring you down. I've had people DMing me about what people are saying online right now, and they're kind of like, oh, I don't know. And some of these people are just spewing hate. Non-believers and extremely negative people, okay, they don't care about you. I want to tell you that right now. Check this out. They don't care about you. You know what they care about? They care about themselves and getting exposure and continuing, their relevance. They don't care about you, and they don't care about like your collection and how well you're doing or not, or if you're excited about a comic you bought in the real world or here, or how your kids are doing or your family. They don't care about you. So why are you following and engaging these people? Seriously, I'm asking you as a human being, why? Don't. They don't care about you. These people are not on your side. They don't want you to win. For some reason, some of these people want you to fail. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care why, but these people don't care about you. They're not on your side, like I said. They're not in your corner. If you post something in the collectible space that we're in right now, let's say it's DC NFT, and there's a comic book that you want to go for, and you post how much you like that comic, and you get people who like crap on you about it. They don't care about you, because nobody who does would do that to you. Does that make sense? So why are you engaging with these people? Don't. You got to remove these people from your life. That's the only way you can grow. Otherwise, these people will hold you down. So that's what I do. Do people think that I care if I post about a comic I like and somebody comes in and calls me an idiot about it? Does that person actually think that I care about that? I don't care. I just go, whatever. It doesn't drag me down. But I think a lot of people need a bit of encouragement that way, because we get emotional, we get round up, we get like into things, and this is what these people want. So rise above that noise and stay focused. And the way you do that is by being smart and informed. And so that takes me back to my point at the beginning of this video in this live stream, where if there are people out there who have a difference of opinion of yours, that's good. That's fine. If there's people out there who have a difference of opinion of yours who don't want to hear your opinion, that's not good. These are the same people I'm talking about, non-believers who don't care about you and don't care about what you have to say. They just want to speak to your face and just tell you what they think. And if you disagree with them, then you get the hate and the hellfire and the wrath. And I don't need any of that stuff. And neither do you. This is just one guy's opinion. Take it or leave it, you guys. I'm just telling you. Take it or leave it, Stay level-headed. This is the other thing. This David Yu interview comes out, and I watched the interview. I watched the whole thing, and I watched everyone's coverage of it. Relax. Stay level-headed. There's information we don't know. So you don't have to do anything. There's nothing you have to do, right? If we go back, like I said, to this part right here, okay, the stuff we don't know. We don't know the end result of the Viviverse. So what does that mean? Does that mean that now you sell everything and get out of Vivi? Or does that mean you just kind of wait and see what's going on? See what's happening? See where they take it? See how it develops? don't go buying everything for the VV-verse if you don't really know what the VV-verse is going to be. Wait and see how they show it, right? Like, so this is what I'm saying. There's no need to freak out about it. Now, if you've made purchasing decisions about the VV-verse and you're not inside the VV-verse, that's on you. You got to I haven't done that yet. I've talked about the next bull run here is most likely, in my opinion, when the next wave of people get into the VV-verse. And I don't mean full on bull run of everything. I mean, certain things are going to go up in value because people are going to go in, they're going to play around. They're going to go, oh my God, I need this. I need that now. I mean, we know that it's going to happen because that's what happened the first time, the first wave of people got in. So we're just following suit. Maybe that doesn't happen, but my point is the end result, we don't know. So just stay level-headed and don't make any big decisions until you find out the information you need, especially the OMI grand plan. Now, I'm not stacking OMI and buying millions and millions of OMI, but some people are, and that's cool. They've done a lot of research. They're in, they're doing whatever they're doing for themselves. That's fine. I'm not going to critique anybody doing that kind of stuff. I need a little bit more information for me before I start stacking up. We still give it away here on the channel because I do think it has value and I do think it's going to go up. I do think it's going to be really important at some point, but I'm not buying millions of it right now because, I can't make that buying decision because I actually don't have all the information that I need for me to feel comfortable. That's what I'm asking you guys to do. Stay level-headed about it. And with MCP, I was stacking tons of comics and stuff like that, but I'm kind of now in a point where I'm just going after the more scarce stuff, the stuff that I think is going to be more valuable over time, the stuff that I think is going to do really well. And I haven't stacked up 5,000 comics yet. I could sell a bunch of my AF-15s and go in and go MCP crazy, but I'm still waiting on that too. And you know what? When it comes out, when there's more stuff for me to make decisions about, I will then make my decisions based upon that. You know what I'm saying? So staying level-headed and waiting for the information is probably the best way to go here. And like I said, down here, this is one of the most important pages I probably put out on any video I've ever done. I'm telling you that right now. And this is not canceling anybody or anything like that. I'm not into that. I'm just saying the non-believers, okay, here's a good example for you. We're in digital collecting, right? We're in comic books, on digital collecting, digital toys, all that kind of stuff. There is a whole world of physical collectibles that we all know about. Some of you are not in that world. Some of you have started to get into that world because of VV. Some of you were already there like me and found VV from the other direction. But comic book people and collectors, they get a lot of grief from non-believers and people outside of the collecting world that think they're crazy for what they're doing. At comic book shows, or, people who have the tables and sell all the stuff, the vendors and the shops and all that. I'm one of those people. I was right in there. Same with vintage toys or anything. Same with sports card collecting or anything. There are always non-believers on the outside who don't think what you're doing is smart. They think you're crazy because they just don't get it, right? And that's fine. But those people, this is my point I'm trying to make. The people in those areas don't create YouTube channels and whole spaces telling people in that field to not do that stuff anymore. When was the last time you saw a Twitter space pop up for in real world comic books where people saying they're crap, burn them all, what are you doing? They're stupid. If they did, okay, if that happened, nobody in the comic book collecting world would tune into that. No one would watch that. Why would they not watch that? Because why would they want to get hated on by people who don't believe in that, form of collecting? So we're in the digital collecting space now, not the VV space, the digital collecting space. We got VV, we got DC NFT, we got Crypt Toys, we got McFarlane, we got HRO, we got Elmont X, just to name a few. All right? So if you're crapping on the number one leader in the space saying everything here is garbage, you're crapping on digital collectibles as a genre. So the people who are doing that, I'm not paying attention to those people. It's the same thing. If I'm going to buy physical comics, I'm not going to pay attention to people who think that physical comics are crap. I'm certainly not going to go to a space they're hosting or go to a YouTube channel that they're talking about. You know, like, why would I do that? I'll go to an experienced comic book collecting channel that wants the space to succeed, wants the platforms to succeed, but wants also to be critical about it and give good information. Those are the people I want to talk to. I don't want to talk about the non-believers who don't even believe in digital collecting anymore. They don't care about you. That's the point. You know? So I hope I'm making myself pretty clear here for you guys. You know, I really do. This is just what I have to say about it. You guys let me know what you think for sure, right? Now, switching off of this just for a second right here. We have got stuff, and by the way, I'm monologuing a lot today because I got a lot to say and I don't mind saying it, but switching off some stuff today. This comic book that's coming out right here, to me, I'm going to talk about this for a really quick second here. This is a nice one. Now, the reason it's a nice one is because of this. And I don't know if you guys know what this is. Do you guys know what this is right here? You maybe have read the article, maybe you haven't. But this is the original Amazing Fantasy 15 cover. There it is right there. And it's coming to the app. And it's an ultra rare. Okay. This one right here, I did a video about this comic yesterday. You may not have seen it. I don't know. But in the video, I talk a lot about this. The mystery behind the cover of Amazing Fantasy 15. The cover we know was not the first. Okay. This one was. Steve Ditko drew a cover, but Stan Lee told Jack Kirby, if you don't know who Ditko and Kirby are, it's okay. Google them up. Greatest of all time, pretty much, in terms of like Marvel artists. To draw a new one, the cover that was published was inked by Ditko and drawn by Kirby. So this was the first one they ever did. It didn't quite pass the test, but this comic in the real world, because it really exists on this 700, goes for almost 1,000 US at a 9.8. It is nice. This is the chase one. I just want you to know. And it's not because I'm a big Amazing Fantasy huge fan, but I am. But this is the one I'm going after, and it's showing up, okay? So if you haven't paid attention to this comic, you know, it's a good one. I'm just telling you right now, okay? I wanted to cover that really quick. I did a whole video breakdown on it if you wanted to check that out as well, okay? Now, this comic here, let's talk about this one. Spider-Boy! Like, how could you not be having fun in this space? We're talking about comic books. You guys, it's not that deep. This comic right here on screen that I'm sharing is literally, almost arguably, the #1 comic of this year. The hottest comic in 2023. And it released in the springtime, the late springtime, you know, IRL. And it's coming to the app. And the cool thing about it is the gap is closing between Marvel and VV creating comics that only exist here. This is a new comic that came out this year that is on fire with a character that everyone's really interested in, that they compare to Miles Morales in regards to like building another franchise of Spider-Man characters. Spider-Boy's got his own series now. This comic, this particular cover is the one people love the most as well, generally speaking. This is showing up. The gap between when Marvel and VV actually do a comic that only exists in VV is closing. We got the physical already, the exclusive physical of Superior Spider-Man. We got that. Check. We got the Addiction comic, which only exists here and in physical, like the two combinations launched on VV with some of the biggest comic book dealers in the world in New York City. People who deal in comics like that are worth $500,000 to $1 million and up. We got that. Check. Now we get a comic that is the #1 comic in all of like comic booking in 2023, pretty much. There's some people could argue a few others, but it's okay. And this one's coming out the same year. Eventually, it's going to happen, you guys. Marvel's going to go digital with something where it doesn't exist. We'll see, right? I mean, maybe it never happens, but that's me. I don't want to over speculate. That's what I said earlier in the video. Don't do that. But I'm just saying that it's closing. This is a nice comic right here that's coming out. And the cool thing about it is that they just released the article while I was in the middle of setting up this live stream. So I haven't even done the video on it. So we're going to crack this right now. Spider-Man #7 from 2022. Hottest comic of this year right here. 2022 is the start year of the comic book. But #7, this is it right here. Look at this. Beautiful cover right there. Uncommon, which is a variant of the original cover, which if you actually look at this comic right here, I mean, sorry, the other one, Spider-Man 700 we'll get to. Sorry, where is it? That one's actually a new uncommon. So we know that's going to start happening now. There we go. There's another. There's the rare right there. There's the ultra rare that everybody wants. There's the secret rare as well. Check it out. $6.99. 6,000 editions. This is more scarce than the printed physical. There are 3,600, okay, commons. Look at this. The ultra rare. There's 300 of these. 300. There's already 4,500 of this particular comic graded at a 9.8 in the physical space. Over 4,500 currently right now that they've processed, around that range. Of this comic, this variant right here, as a 9.8. There's 300 in VV. Do you know what I'm talking about? The gap is closing. So, what are you going to do about that? You going to skip it because you're worried about the VV verse? Guys, keep a level head and focus. Seriously, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to be one of the 300 people who own this comic. I'm telling you right now. And I shouldn't be saying any of this. I should just shut my mouth and not say a single thing and get 10 of these. But I can't help it. I want to be honest with you guys and tell you what I think. Everybody should try to get this damn comic right here. This specific one. I mean, the other variants are awesome as well. And in my opinion, you should go after this one too. I shouldn't tell anybody about this. I shouldn't say anything. Don't buy this. It sucks. Yeah, VV's going down. Marvel's now not believing in VV. Yeah, right. Don't go after this original, Amazing Fantasy cover. Don't do it. This is actually one of the most interesting moments ever coming up, where we actually might have, for the first time ever, 2 ultra rares on back-to-back drops that outpace the secret rare. It could happen. Now, the numbers might be tough because both of them have really scarce secret rares. But the ultra rares on these 2 drops right here, they might outpace the secret rare. I don't know. Think about it. I don't think that's ever happened, right? I actually thought that this was going to be the secret rare. When I was first reacting to this, it was over on the left-hand side of their graphic. And on the left-hand side of the graphic, I was like, that's where the ultra rare usually goes, right? So we now know it's the ultra rare. So I was thinking secret rare on this, but they stuck it in the ultra rare spot, which is really interesting. And believe me, I love all these covers, but there's 300 of them. 300. Amazing Spider-Man 252 common. There's like 425 of those. There's only 300 of these. So, you know, I'm just telling you guys right here. I'm just saying, I hope you guys, you know, appreciate, you know, look, if you got a difference of opinion on something, I'm all here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. I want to hear it. I go into those spaces. I listen. Then I check out and see who's following me back. I look and I see this person here is super critical. Do they follow me in this channel? Do they follow my X page? If they don't care about what I have to say. Now, they don't have to agree with me, but they don't care about what I have to say. Now, that's not personally insulting. I don't care. But I can't have a conversation with somebody if they don't even like listen to the other side of the point. Do you know what I mean? And I really feel that, you know, a lot of people in the VV space that are super critical. I'm going to bring this point back up because I think it's important. I think a lot of people that are in the space that are critical, they don't want to hear the other side of it. I feel that the VV positive, the so-called positive people who believe in the project are far too polite to these people. Okay, it's gone to that point. Oh, you know what? Thanks for bringing up these important topics. Thanks for bringing up these critical questions. I respect you. Blah, 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 right? You hear that when people are going full on FUD, you know? And then do you get that the other direction? No, you don't. Not with certain people. Some people, yes. And I respect those people big time. Other people, no. They don't come back the other direction and go, thanks for bringing up that positive point. Thanks for bringing up that really good information. I respect you. They don't follow you. And if they do, it's because they want to engage with you in a negative way. These people are toxic. And if you're doing this stuff, you know, be an adult. Like, it's time to like grow up a bit. We're talking about comics here, guys. Like, what are you doing? This is the question I have. What are you doing online every day? I know they're not watching because the people I'm talking about don't follow me anymore because they don't like that I enjoy comics or something. They don't want to hear the other side. And guess what they also miss with you guys if they don't follow you either? They miss your critical thinking. They miss your good points and your criticisms. They miss that. They don't get to hear that. So all they do is think that you just are like positive all day. We're not, you guys. None of us are. We all have like, you know, concerns. We voice them. But if you don't follow anybody, you don't get to hear that. So then they throw you into a group with everybody else, this whole entire group. And the same thing, by the way, the same thing happens in reverse for people who don't want to listen to people who are negative. They don't get to hear some of the great points they bring up. And like Superstar Money just said right here, Moon Boys and Fighters can coexist. And that's the point. But there's people who don't want to do that with you. So why are you engaging them? Why are you following them? I'm just curious. And the people who are doing this, the people who are like engaged in this kind of like full-on FUD campaign, like what are you doing? Like, what are you doing every day online, battling, insulting people? Like, because of comics, digital comics? Does everybody realize how stupid this is and how dumb that is and how useless that is? If it's not like, you know, helping you personally, then like stop doing it. If you're not getting ahead and you're not growing as a person and you're not getting better and you're not like supporting others or something or improving your own situation, stop doing it. But they won't listen because they think that this is like the only way to engage and stay relevant. There's so many other things you could be doing with your life. This isn't one of them. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And I have no hate for any of these people. I don't get into do you guys ever see me get into battles with people online or make videos about people or come into their comments section and like thrash them? I don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would really? People can have personal beefs with each other and get into battles individually. That happens all the time and everywhere. At your work, your family, your friends, whatever. People when you're driving down the street, But I mean, like, to go on a campaign and a crusade, I mean, don't you got anything better to do? Is there anything else going on? Isn't there some place you could be that you would really enjoy yourself? Or maybe this is how people get off. So, I just don't follow people like that anymore. I just can't. I can't have those people around. I can't have those people, being toxic every day in my ear or visually for me. And it's too bad because there's some people that I really actually quite like, that I've had good interactions with over the last couple of years, that now I've gone full on FUD mode, literally like swearing at people online over comic books and digital collectibles. You guys, it's not that deep, but when you throw money in there, I think that's probably where it happens. So I'm just giving you guys some, straight up info right here about how I feel about things. I really want to know what you guys think too, but you know what? Not today. We're not going to get into the big discussion. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into my zombie rewards because it's Friday and I got my zombie rewards to hand out. I want to give some comics and zombie stuff away because it's fun. That's what we're going to do, okay? And I'm going to give you guys a chance to get a zombie right here in the chat if you want, okay? So my zombies came out. I got prizes. Simple as that. If you follow the channel here and you have a Drophead 3 or a zombie, you get into the rewards. Simple as that. Okay? I got the master collector. I got the master list. I did a secret drop. There's zombies available on the OpenSea. They got sent out like almost half of them now to my members. We only have about half left, which is fun. And, they're good fun, right? Although the OpenSea did kind of a crazy thing where they don't allow you to do 3D NFTs anymore. But I still supply the 3D file so you can take them into spatial. It's all great. But the way people had, I will get back to what I'm talking about in just a second here. But I'm going to do these quick because I like to do these live. If you had 3 of the zombies, 1 of each, you get an airdrop. That's how it worked. All my zombies are gone. They're sold out. We had lots of fun. Gave a lot away. It's been great. All that money that went from the selling out, because they were like $1 each or something, all goes into these rewards. It's how it works. Master list right here, 4,800 entries. You can only win once on these. So, the more spots you have, the more zombies you have, the more, chance you have to win. But you can only win once because they're the special rewards. The first one I got going out to you guys is a zombie, Funko Pop Wolverine. This guy's going out to somebody today. Then I got Michael Jackson from Thriller right here. This is brand new. This is another Funko Pop that falls within my zombie-related categories because, Thriller, the music video. This is going out. Zombie Cap, Funko.com exclusive. I'm doing a lot of Funkos today because why not? We had that nice Funko partnership. There's my Iron Man right there. Do you see him? Pretty sweet, right? Look at him. He looks awesome. I'll talk about that too. I landed the 1, 2, 3, 4 mint and then, managed to hook up with Mr. V and help them out. And he helped me out too. We made a deal so he could add that to his crazy collection, his unbelievable collection. That was super fun. I could have probably sold it for more, but whatever. The guy, I loved actually seeing this guy's collection. It's just so awesome, right? So that was a lot of fun. But there he is up there. Awesome right there. Thank you so much, D. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you. You guys are like the kind of people that I want to be around. Everybody in the chat here is the kind of people that I want to be around. People who will bring up the topics, the critical topics, but respect each other. And, they want people to win. I want you guys to win. I want to win. We can all win together. It's simple as that. Thank you so much, D. You guys are the best. Make sure you guys are watching their content, because if you want great content like Uncommon Podcast, this is another zombie prize going out. There's 3 of these, actually. Another zombie Dr. Doom, little mini one, little keychain. There's 3 of those going out. That's a lot of fun. Then I got this Detective Comics right here. I thought was pretty cool. First appearance of Money Spider. Pretty cool comic right here from 1990. Really great cover art, like beautiful cover art right there. And then I got this one right here, Marvel Zombies #1, brand new. This is the Black, White, and Blood series, brand new comic. This is amazing. Look at this cover. It's Wolverine again. So these are all going out to my members today for zombie holders right there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And we send these out. That's how it works, you know. Simple as that. You know, so I'll do these right now. I got these prizes. I'm going to do the random generator. Then I'll get back with some closing thoughts for you guys. But I'm going to give you guys in the chat a chance to win right now. If you want to win this, any of these zombie prizes, I'll give you a zombie. I'll give 2 zombie drophead 3s out right now. Let me just show you these right here. I'm going to give them out to you guys in the chat and tell you exactly what these guys are going to do. Look at Spider Boy right there. Here's my zombie dude right here. He looks pretty fun. So if you own one of these, you get 3 spots in all my rewards. And by the way, next week, we're doing Spider-Man comics. Okay? My comic book rewards are coming back, and we are going hard on Spider-Man comics next week for my rewards here on the channel. Okay? So if you're not a member, make sure you join up, because I'm going to give out some doozies, because I'm going to celebrate this Spider-Man week coming up with those 2 awesome comics. We're going to go to town. So, you know, it's all going to be Spider-Man. We'll see what other announcements Vivi makes. If they make like some other announcement with a crazy character, maybe I'll throw one of those in there too, if it has a comic book related to it or whatever. But the comic rewards next week are going to be all Spider-Man related. So this guy will get you 3 spots in those, because my drop head 3s get you 3 spots in everything. Right now, my main drop heads 3s, they're all gone. So a lot of people got extra spots, but this guy gets you 5 spots in the zombies rewards today. So I'm going to give 2 of these out. 5 spots is actually good. You have a little chunk of space there. You might actually have a better chance of winning. And if you already own some, it boosts you. And then every time I do the zombie rewards, those spots are yours. And you get the 3D files. You can put this in spatial. It's a lot of fun. OpenSea did some stuff that I don't like. After I did my original Drophead series, they actually you can't add to it now. And actually, VV Arcade did a video about it where he was trying to add more NFTs to his current project, but he couldn't. So I had to create a new page for this one. And also you can upload the 3D files here. So that's why he's not spinning anymore, because they don't support 3D files, but you get the 3D file on delivery off this. So it's all good. You can still use it in spatial anyway, but it's just the picture you'll get for the NFT, right? But anyway, let's get into this, you guys. If you want one of these right here, just type in brains. And I want you to use your brains from now on in this app. So type in brains right here. Yeah, he's got his brain sticking out of his head. It's pretty funny. And there'll be more, guys. There'll be more. We're just having a good time. That's all we're going to do. That's all we have to. That's our only responsibility, is to have a blast and enjoy what's going on right now at the early stages here. So type in brains if you want one of these. I'm going to give 2 away, and then I'm going to immediately do those rewards. Then we'll get back to just closing thoughts and maybe some of your comments in the chat too. Type in brains, you guys. I'll scroll the chat and I'll send this out to you. These are on the OpenSea. You need a wallet address. I'll just, send it to you, and then you have it. And then you'll get the 3D file too. So you can put it in spatial and goof around and do whatever you want. It's going to be fun. I'll give you guys another 10 seconds right here, and then we'll do those rewards right here. You guys ready? Here we go. I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling down. Scrolling up and down and around. I'm stopping right there. And who wins this one? It's actually Vicente. There you go. You win. You win the first one. Congrats. So I'll add you to the list right here. Okay, let's go right down here. Where are zombie punks? You can't see, but I'm adding you. So you get 5 spots in these today, which is good. 6. So there we go. I'll show you in just a second, but you got to just DM me your wallet address. I'll send this to you. Okay. There you go. Okay, so you're in for today. That's 5 spots. I'm going to give another 5 spots. There's only, there's about half of these left that exist right now. So we're going to do another one right now. You guys ready? You guys still typing? Keep it going. Okay, I'm going up. I'm scrolling up, scrolling down, scrolling up, down, and around, scrolling over here, over there, right there. I'll stop right there. And who wins this one? It's actually Shakester. There you go, Shakester. See you win that one. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do 3 for you guys right here. I'm going to do 3 for you guys. So Shakester, you win this one. Make sure you DM me, okay? I'm adding your 3 spots to the zombie rewards right now as I speak. We'll do the transfer for your NFT a little bit later, like today. Just give me your wallet address by DM and I'll get it to you, right? Okay, that's the way that works. So we'll do one more right here for you guys. Okay, so you guys ready? You guys ready? Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm scrolling. Let's go. Keep it going. Up, down, up, around, up and over here and over there and up there, around there. Okay, I'm stopping right there. And who's this one? It's actually Hinano. Hinano, there you go. 6, you get another one. 680. Yeah, sorry. You don't need to know the numbers, but I'm entering in your 5 right now. Okay. We got our 3 new entries right there. You got 5 spots each. I'll get those to you just after the live stream, okay? That's what we'll do. Let's get up the random number generator right here. Let's do these out right here. This will go quick. All 5 prizes. So all 8 prizes here. 8 prizes, you guys. 8. Just one sec. I gotta check something here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. How many spots we got? We got in total. Now there's a few empty gaps in the spots, so I might hit a number that nobody has that spot yet because I'm still filling those in with, every time new people add drop head 3s and stuff. But we got 4,855 basically. Okay. Now this one's for the Wolverine. This one's for the Wolverine pop. Let's go. Generate. 1971. Who's in that position? 1971. No one's in that. Oh, wait, actually they are. Hold on one second. Okay, so remember, people can only win once. You can't win multiple times on this one. So 1971, that is position. That's actually Dub Dalla. So Dub wins the drop, wins the drop head. Sorry, wins the Wolverine Funko Pop. That's nice. The next one's Michael Jackson. Now, Dub, you can't win anymore in these competitions. You got yours, you're done. Everybody else is new now. Okay, let's go. Generate. 3488. Who's in that position? 3488. That's actually, is that right? Yeah. Bass, 1984. You win. So that you win the Michael Jackson right there. That's awesome. There we go. Okay, next one up right here we got is the Zombie Cap Funko Pop. These are all nice. These are all exclusives, you guys. $32.99. So it's got to be a new winner. We can't have double winners in this. $32.99. Papalgus. I always wonder if I'm saying your name right. Papalgus. You win that Zombie Cap Funko exclusive. Now let's move on to the next one. You're out of the competition now. You can't win again. Now we got 3 Zombie Dr. Doom keychains. Let's go. Bang. $39.57. $39.57. Who's this going to be right here? 39. I'm checking the master list. Mark Meister wins. One of our newest, biggest whales right here. So Mark Meister, you win one of these. Nicely done. Okay, that's the first winner. We got 3 of these. So Mark Meister, you can't win anymore now for today. 1143 is this one right here now. The next one, 1143. Where is it right here? No one's in that spot. That's one of the gap spots. There's nobody in that spot. Let's do it again. 3629. Let's go. 3629. Omi Singh. There you go. You win one with Mark Meister. There we go. Omi Singh. Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. I'll show you guys all the winners as well soon coming up. Okay, another one right here. Let's go. Another Dr. Doom keychain, 4346. Let's see who wins that one. 4346. Okay. Actually, no one's in that position as well, so we got to do it again. 3744. I have some gaps, right? In case you guys understand that. 3744. Where is it? That's Bones. Bones B, you win. You win a what do you call the Dr. Doom keychain. They're really fun. They're like this big. They're super cool. Okay, so that's awesome. So we got all three of those. Now we got the Batman Detective Comics with the skull. The first appearance of Money Spider, which is kind of cool. Let's hit this one up. 3457. Let's see who's in that position. 3457 right here. 34. That is, just double checking. That is G Money. G Money wins that comic right here. Congratulations, G Money. And then we got the number 8 comic. This is the Marvel Comics, the Wolverine number 1, the Marvel's Zombies number 1 with Wolverine on the cover. Let's hit this one up right here. Bang. 1839. Let's see who wins that one. This is the last one, guys, for this week. They will return. Zombies always come back from the dead, and they will come back. So that's Mark Meister who won that one, but Mark Meister's already won, so we're going to hit it again. 3162. 3162. Granddaddy Crypto. There you go. So Granddaddy Crypto, you win the Marvel Comics, the Marvel Zombies one. I'll show you guys all in just a second who won. Granddaddy. Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay, we got it. We're good, guys. We took care of business. That is awesome. There's the zombie. So, guys, like I said, there's how many are left? There's exactly half left. 75. They go for about $5 on OpenSea. But if you join the channel as a member as well, I have this option as for Drophead 3s to get airdrop. This one is if you're a level 3 member, you get one, right? So that's how it works right there. But let's stop that screen right there, and I'll show you the winners today. Here are the winners. Granddaddy Crypto wins this beauty right here. Look at that right here, guys. Look, I mean, such a disgustingly awesome cover. Then we got G Money winning this Detective Comics right here with this great cover. And then we got Mark Meister, Omi Singh, and Bones all win this little Dr. Doom. He's pretty awesome. And then we got Papalgus wins the zombie cap. And then Bass 1984 wins the Michael Jackson, which is cool. And then Dub wins the zombie Wolverine. So the zombie rewards will return, you guys. They will be back. You can't keep zombies down. They will return. And we're going to just keep it going, right? And next week, like I said, I got the comic book rewards. And if you saw a couple of my shorts, I got stacks of comics now that I'm giving out. And I'm going to do all Spider-Man next week, unless they do some sort of crazy announcement right here, right? So anyway, guys, this is my live stream for today, Rise Above the Noise. You guys got to now let me know what you think about all this. And like I said, I know I didn't really get to the chat today. I was monologuing a lot, and I really obviously want to hear what you guys have to say about what I had to say today. You can comment in the comment section of the video. And, but I think it's important, you guys. I really do, for your own mental health and for the health of the people who are stuck in this crazy rut where they just keep on pounding down. I don't know why. Be kind, okay? Like, be kind to those people. We don't know what's going on in their life. This is not a hate video about them at all. I never mentioned anybody. I'm not going to do that. But we all know the crowd that's kind of struggling right now, it seems like. We don't know what's going on with those people. And so I just choose not to engage in battle, because why? Why? Why would you? You don't know what happens outside of this world once the camera goes off, or once someone, is not on their phone. You don't know what's going on in their life. So just react like appropriately if you get attacked or something, and just like back out. It's not worth it. It doesn't matter. And just try to focus on like the stuff that we know. That whole video is all about this. Focus on what you know. you know, and if you don't have enough information, that's okay. Ask for it. If you can't get it and we don't hear about it, some of the stuff that we need to know about, you don't have to buy stuff. It's simple, right? But I'm going after these comics. Nothing that I've seen over the last couple of days has deterred me at all. Nothing. In fact, with the amount of wallets that are active on VV right now in the month of October, which were put out, VV Fox, she's going to be coming out with a video. These are just literally stats. It's like LeBron scored 35 points the other night in overtime. He didn't score 28. He didn't score 18. He didn't score 2. He scored 35. The stats are the stats. You can say, well, some of them are foul shots. And, you know, oh, he made a fluky shot there. Maybe he shouldn't count that. No, they just are what they are. Stats are stats. You know, VV stats. You know, there's probably some double wallets in there. I'm not saying there's 23,000 people who are all like totally jacked into the app, but that is really nice. That's an increase over the previous months, and almost 700 new accounts were created, obviously because of New York City Comic Con. That's really good as well. And you can see that the drops, certain ones are selling out because people are actually really interested in those drops, and people are not going for stuff they're not interested in right now. And that's all right. That's like what David and them have been saying, you know. They don't mind having stuff in the store. It's okay. It doesn't mean the app's failing. It means people are getting smarter and they're going after what they want, and they're not flipping as much. You know, they don't want the flipping thing going on, even though I think flipping is a positive thing for the platform. I don't mind that. You know, I don't mind people like playing the game, you know, and all that kind of stuff. There's certain benefits in the marketplace for that kind of thing, for sure. You know, specifically on drops where you can get something for a quarter of the price immediately after because people are still playing that game. So I hope people do continue in that way. But yourself, you know, you have just make your decisions with the information you have in front of you and just try to rise above the noise. And I will see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys in the spaces. I'm on your side, guys. I want you to win. I hope you feel the same way back here. I want us all to win together. I'm not against anybody. Even people who are come at me in really like negative and personal ways. I don't even have hate for those people. I'm not going to be battling with those people. You know, I hope those people are going to be all right. And I hope they get their head on straight, because some of this stuff, you guys, doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, I will see you guys again. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for coming out. Zombie winners, check the Discord. I'll get your addresses. That way I can send out your physical prizes, and we'll just keep moving forward together, you guys. I appreciate you. Take care and cheers.